allow me to tell everyone here about the virtues of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not here to convert you to Mormonism or anything. I'm not on my mission here. But I will say that their PR is nothing short of brilliant. If I walked up to like 5 random guys on the street and it was just like, yo. So if I walked up to them and I go, yo guys, you can have as many wives as you want. And they're just shaking their head. And then you tell them that a few generations down the line, you can have like 1% of the world population related to you. And they're just like awestruck. And then you're like, all right. And then the third thing is that after high school, during college, you get to go on this kick-ass 2-year trip to complete steps 1 and 2. And their jaws are just on the ground at this point. And they are just like, and they can get past like the no soda and coffee thing and join the cult right away. And you don't even get to the point yet where they colonized a whole entire state. And it's not like they just colonized Kansas or something. They colonized Utah, and like there's some cool looking stuff in Utah, I'm gonna be honest, but so for my guys in the room, have you ever been peeing and you just like miss, but it's like enough that it's like noticeable and you need to clean it up, and you're like trying to figure out how you have to clean it up, and you're like running through your options in the bathroom, you're like, all right, I could use the paper towel, but if I use the paper towel, I can't flush it, so I have to throw it away. And then the bathroom's gonna smell like piss if I don't take the trash out, and I'm not doing that. And then you're like, all right, I could use, and you're looking around, you go, oh, I could use toilet paper. And then you're like, it's really not absorbent enough. And you're like, those assholes at Charmin lied to me. But, and then you're like, then you have the brilliant idea to just like use your sock to clean it up. And you're like, I've been relatively hands-free up to this point, this will probably work. And you just like go and you just like line it up and you just go like one of that, and you just like walk away and pretend like nothing ever happened. But yeah, so a lot of people like to ask me what I want to be when I grow up, and I don't really know what I want to be when I grow up, but I will do this is what I want to do when I grow up actually, but there's one thing that scares me when I grow up. It's that I'm going to go to the doctor and someone I knew from high school is going to be my doctor. But it's not like that. I trust some people I went to high school with to be my doctor. It's that specific brand of, I want to be a doctor because I watched Grey's Anatomy person. And it's like, at that point, I would just like, I'd see him, I would just full 180, like no small talk, no see you at the reunion, I'm just out of there because I just cannot trust that person. And I think it's sort of the same as the people that say, I want to be an FBI agent after I watch NCIS. And it's like that, and they're like going to like some party school to like study criminology and forensics, and you're like, sure, we'll go with criminology and forensics, but at the same time, like white boys will watch The Wolf of Wall Street and then just go, that is what I want to do when I grow up. So I really can't make fun of them. But while I'm making fun of the basic white girl demographic here, I can't go to Starbucks. It's not convenient. I make fine coffee at home, and I don't know how to order, okay? The only thing I know how to order is a medium black coffee, and that is just not on the menu. So I walk up to the barista and I'm like, hey, can I have a medium black coffee? And the barista, he looks back at me and he goes, oh, and then he like turns around and he points at like the empty cups sitting on top of the coffee machine behind him and points. And he's like, oh, so you mean like venti? And I'm like, sure, but here's the kicker. Starbucks has 4 sizes, so you get your coffee back and it's either bigger than you want and more expensive than you want, or it's smaller than you want and more expensive than you want. And then, when you're walking out, you take a sip of your coffee and it tastes like strawberry, and you're like, what the hell happened here? But anyway, anyone's birthday tonight? Anytime you're here? Happy birthday to someone. It's someone's birthday, right? So I'm here to spoil your birthday, because if you get a text from like 8 people at once, that means 7 of them forgot. That means one person texted everyone else and was like, hey guys, remember, it's so-and-so's birthday. And everyone else has that same collective, oh shit, it's their birthday moment. And they text you all at once. You get that ding, 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 and they all say happy birthday. So that's what happens with that. So a few years back, my cousins forgot my birthday. And well, what I do with my family is if I remember, I like space it out between the days so it looks like we all remember. So I'm like, all right, I'll go 9:15, you go 10:30, 11:15, 1:45. So it looks like we all remembered and we're all nice people. But, so my cousins, they forget and it's like 10:30, 11 at night, and they all text me at once, like ding, 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 and I'm like, oh, I forgot. That part really didn't bother me. It was the next text that I got from my cousin, that it was a picture of his dog with like a birthday hat and like a mound of dog food, like it's like a pound of mush dog food, with like a candle in it. And he texted me, happy birthday, I hope you enjoyed it as much as the dog did. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. I have fallen second rate to their dog. But anyway, I think the dog enjoys his birthday more than I enjoyed my birthday, and that is what ruined my birthday. So thank you all, have a good night.